Hey guys, it's me, Goof, back with another Anime Defenders video, and today I'm going to be doing a tier list on the new Update 7 in Anime Defenders. So right here, I have the tier list right here, and I'm going to start it off with like explanatory. You probably don't want to use it. So let me just get the new units out of the way. The Divine Tyrant's going to be the meta unit. He does like 700k damage. His damage output is so high, and his skill stuns all the enemies for a little bit, and while they're stunned, he does a lot more damage to them. So that's why he's going to be meta, because he does numbers. That's really good. Okay, the second unit's gonna be the Stage Diva. Her buff does a good amount of buffing, I guess, because like it's a 30% damage buff, a cooldown buff, and a range buff. It's pretty much Shadow Dragon, but a little bit better than Shadow Dragon, and she just fully power creeps Pink Rockstar in like every way possible. Yeah, that's why Diva's gonna be in the great category. I mean, okay, the next unit's gonna be Dracula. Okay, Dracula, at first everyone thought he was good, like really good, like meta potential, because like he was only in raids. But as more people played with him, like I can only say that Dracula is either low great or high good. So I'm gonna just put him in high good, because it doesn't really feel right putting Dracula in great when there's gonna be another unit that's gonna be in great that's a lot better than him. But yeah, he is a hybrid, and his spawns do like a lot of damage, 2000% of his regular HP, which is pretty nice. But his base damage is only like 100k, and his bleed isn't that great. Okay, the next unit's gonna be the Spectral Warden or Ainz. His summons does really good damage. I'd either place him in low meta or high great, but not better than Stage Diva, I guess, so I'll put him in great. But yeah, he's just a power crept version of the Dracula, as like the Dracula is like the free to play version of him, I guess. Okay, the next unit that I'm gonna have here is the Aether Knight, and I'm thinking the Aether Knight could be great, but right now I don't think there's any content. Well, there is a content. It's gonna be Tower of Eternity, but that's not really a good content for him. And yeah, while we're in like such a meta, Aether Knight isn't gonna be used, because like we're not really in a Requiem meta, you know, because like his passive needs a lot of people around him. Okay, the first unit that's gonna be in bad is gonna be Hikari or Shansking. He was good in like update 1, but as more units came out and hybrid came out, he just got fully power crept out of the meta. Okay, the next unit's gonna be the Cursed Berserker Paladin. He doesn't really do anything other than like high damage, I guess, with Requiem and crit chance. Oh, maybe if you got like Precision 2 and Requiem 2 on him, he'd be really good, but the odds of that are kind of crazy. The same thing applies for Demon King, but Demon King does have a slow, so I'll put him in good. No, I don't think I'll put him in good. I'll put him in okay, because like even with his slow, he's still kind of out of meta. Okay, the next unit I have here is the leaderboard unit, Darkness Prince. He does have a passive. The only one is of the leaderboard unit with a passive, but like his passive is just worse Igris. It's like it makes the enemies take 10% more. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna put Slime here too, and I just realized Shinobi Commander isn't here, so I'm gonna just be right back when I put the Shinobi Commander on there. And yeah, okay, give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back, and you might be wondering where I'll put the Shinobi Commander. Well, obviously, since like he's a leaderboard unit, and most leaderboard units aren't really that great, I'm gonna put him in bad, because he doesn't even have an evolution. And that's the same thing for like Slime Queen. She does have an evolution, but she's grounded. She does like no damage with no passive. Okay, the meta unit's gonna be Dragon Mage Portal unit, super free to play friendly. He's been good since he came out, been one of the best units ever since he came out, and right now he's only behind Celestial Tyrant. Okay, another meta portal unit's gonna be the Golden Boy, because he inflicts the fear status on people, which makes them take 15% more damage, and he also does burn and bleed at the same time, pretty much power creeping Igris, because like he does more damage as well, which I find crazy. How's a portal unit so good? And yeah, okay, the next portal unit we have here is the Lunar Empress, and I'm gonna say that the Lunar Empress is just decent, maybe like high great or low meta, but not better than the Stage Diva, I guess. So yeah, that's gonna be my placement for Lunar. If you guys disagree, tell me your reasons why. And yeah, okay, we can just continue right now. The next unit right here is the Poseidon. Man, with all these new units coming out, Poseidon used to be really good for like slowing, but right now he's a ground unit, and like most ground units are just in the dirt right now. I don't think anyone want to use ground. Okay, the next unit's gonna be the Radiant King. He got nerfed this update. His bleed went from like a 15% to 10%, which is a pretty significant nerf because like most of his damage was concentrated on his bleed, but he's still pretty good and he's still one of the highest DPS, taking that in mind. But Sage, on the other hand, the other Aethernex unit and the last one, he does nothing, and the only thing he'd be good for is like not having extra units in the Aethernex, I guess. Okay, the Solar Overlord's gonna be one of the first like bad portal units aside from the Cursed Berserker Paladin, because right now his passive is like kind of hard to get while he does like no damage by himself. Okay, the next unit we have here is the Demon Lord, and while right now we're in such a bleed meta right now because Radiant King bleeds, Golden Boy bleeds. I'm pretty sure the Celestial Tyrant does bleed too, but I'm pretty sure it's a burn, so that doesn't work. But yeah, he's just used in so many bleed teams because so many units bleed right now. So I'm gonna move him up to great actually, because his buff is 50%, which is like really good game mechanic balancing in my opinion, because he's not the greatest, but his buff's really good. Okay, the next unit's gonna be Igris. Igris, man, like if Golden Boy didn't come out, Igris would still be meta because he had the highest fear, but when they released Golden Boy, it just completely power crept him, and he's a portal unit, so it's easier to get. Okay, Sung Jin Woo I'm gonna put in good, only because right now there's a chance that he gets a double evolution. I'm not saying he will, do not take that as I said he will, he might. Okay, the next unit's gonna be Gojo. Pretty bad, his slow isn't that great, his damage isn't that great these days, but back then, man, I remember when Gojo and Igris were dominating. But yeah, right now if you guys want to use a Gojo, just use another slow like Poseidon or something. Okay, the next unit that we have here is going to be double evolutions now, and the first one is the Prime Commander. He's pretty good, his nuke does pretty nice damage, but his cooldown is like 10 seconds, so I don't really think, not even 10, I think it's like 11. Yeah, he's not going to be the greatest. Okay, the greatest however is the Skull Paladin, because even though he's a ground, even though he has a high cooldown, the fact that with Requiem he does like 150k per placement and he's 4 placement, that means he does 600k once you place everything, and he works with Apex is really nice. Something that doesn't work however is the Sharpshooter double evolution, because even though she does crit chance, like her damage is just so low and her passive is straight up only crit chance, not that great. The King of Dragons, he does pretty good burn. If you combine him with like Dragon Mage, burn might actually be the meta this update. But yeah, if you combine him with like Dragon Mage and stuff, his burn will probably surpass the Prime Commander. So I'll just put them in the same tier for now. If you guys disagree, let me know why. And yeah, okay, the next double evolution unit we have here is Sukuna, or the Cursed Lord. And last leaderboard he was extremely great because like he had the full throttle domain that had a bug for a time that impacted the boss as well. But right now there isn't really a mode that where you need to clear all the regular enemies except Aethernex, and I'm pretty sure he has a global cooldown now, so only one person has to bring Sukuna, which is kind of disappointing. So yeah, I'll put him in good for now. But a meta double evolution is gonna be Elf Wizardess, max evolution obviously, because she's like pretty much built-in divine, which is pretty great. If you guys liked Elf Wizardess, then you guys need to get divine on one of your Shadow Dragons as well if you guys have one. Okay, now we're gonna be going on to the wish units. Legion Veteran, pretty garbage in my opinion, and because she only does range buff. I don't even know who this dude does. I'm pretty sure he adds crit chance, but his damage is so low it's not even worth considering. Legion Assassin Master boosts crit chance for all allies in its range, and you can loop it infinite time, so I'll put him in good because last leaderboard he was really good for support. But right now Stage Diva is out, so I'm not really sure if you have room for him, but you probably will. The Blazing Soul Master straight up does nothing. I wouldn't even like go for him, like he's just bad. Okay, the Blood Phantom, the same thing applies for the Blood Phantom as like Legion Assassin, but his buffs are so great, like 50% damage, that I still think he'll have a place in the meta, but I don't think he stacks with Diva though. So if you guys want to use the Blood Phantom, don't use Diva, they do not stack. Okay, the next unit is gonna be Legion Captain. I want to put her in okay, as like she's worth a lot more than Legion Veteran, but at the time of I'm seeing this, her spawn does like no damage, she does no damage, like it's just an overall mess, man. Legion Commander, oh man, man, what a poorly designed unit. Okay, I want to put Shadow Dragon in meta, but if I don't put Diva in meta, then I really can't put Shadow Dragon in meta. But I think Shadow Dragon's gonna be high meta, low meta I mean, or high good. So yeah, I'll put her right here. And yeah, okay, the next unit's gonna be Sid. Same things goes with Sid. He got a massive buff this update. His cooldown's a lot lower, but it doesn't really do anything, I guess, because like he's a ground and no one needs a nuke. And then the meta unit, obviously Ice Dragon, the best stun, because like there's no one else that does that much as her. Even though she's a mythic, pretty nice. If she ever get a double evolution, it'd be great. And yeah, it's gonna be the final tier list. If you guys skip to the end, don't forget that I'm doing a shiny Demon King giveaway on my Discord. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and join it. The link's gonna be in the description. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys all, and peace out, boys. Bye.